Good morning, or good afternoon, I should say. 'Tis the afternoon. Hi, Nano, Methman, Carrie, how we all doing? I have a sneaking feeling I may be playing solo today, which is probably not great, but we'll see how it goes. You guys are doing? You guys are doing? Yeah, I'm starting a little bit later than normal. Was busy doing stuff this morning. So, start a little bit later. We're going to make some space as well. Also, I don't know how to get this. Oh, I think this will be okay. I'll try to put my phone in a position where I can, like, read it okay. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Rain blower. Yes, fill that one up. Ba, ba, ba. Should pray for me. I'm going to need it if I'm playing completely with randoms. Even two cities with randoms is probably the better one because of the amount of people that play it, but then you still get the chance of someone who's not playing ball. Can we make any more space? Flagon. Cap. I think we're missing both. Oh. We got one. We got one. Just need lots of tone processors, it seems. Should I do Flagon? May as well. I may as well. It's one of the few ones I have that requires parts that I own. The stream is still scuffed. I apologize. We still don't have proper working alerts. Oh, it's more of these. We still don't have webcam. So, yeah, it's going to be 43 slots. That should be enough for a cheeky tour of two cities. Ain't got any tickets. Never know, yeah. You guys have to donate for a face reveal. You've seen more scuffed? Yeah, I mean, it's basically just bog standard basic stream, you know? Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I don't think people are around. Don't think people are around. Oh well. Solo QMVM? You down for this, chat? Wholesome scuffed. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking of doing, like, fixing everything up, but I just haven't had time. Obviously, I streamed on Monday, and then the rest of the week, Tuesday. When did I do the cooking stream? Wednesday? Yeah, I just haven't had the time, unfortunately, but I'll look into it and maybe try and fix some stuff for next time. In that case, I guess we just play. We just do the best we can. Flying solo. When was the last time I played MvM solo queue? Anyone remember? It's Wednesday, yeah. So I did cooking stream on Wednesday, and then we were traveling Thursday. Got back last night. Last night pretty much came home, had something to eat, fell asleep. It's a busy weekend. Ba-dang! That means you found a game. The travel was good. It was very good, thank you, Carrie. Yeah, it was good. So Thursday we got our flight. Oh shit, Luigi wanted to join. I will leave game so Luigi can join. Hop on in. Oh, hey Lee, did you and Alex want to join for some MvM? I haven't started yet. I was just about to play solo queue. Yeah, so Thursday we flew into Amsterdam and our flight was delayed by like an hour and a half, which sucked. So we weren't able to explore Amsterdam on Thursday. So we pretty much just got the train straight to Alkmaar, did some stuff there in the evening, met up with Swood and Jordan on the Friday, posting some pics in Twitch subs and Discord if anyone's interested. Oh, you guys are busy? All good. So it'll be me and Luigi against the world. Yeah, it was fun. We went to the cheese market and yeah, looked around some places. Saturday, me and Jubats pretty much just explored by ourselves. Went to like these big churches, historical sites. Went to the beer museum. We tried to... Oh, can you join too? Of course you can. Jump on in. Hop on in. Yes, Saturday we just kind of... Yeah, ate food. It was nice. Went out in the evening. It was really pretty there in the evening. And then on Sunday we woke up. We got a train to Amsterdam and it was pouring with rain. So we were like, clearly someone is trying to stop us from looking around Amsterdam. But we went on this canal tour that was covered, so we were able to stay out of the rain, stay relatively dry. And then afterwards the rain stopped, so we were able to explore a little bit, look at some places, go through the red light district, etc. And then, yeah, got our flight back. It was good. It was all good. If you leave the UK and use the store, does it still charge you in pounds or do you have to switch? I believe, the Steam store you mean? I believe it charges you in whatever currency in the country you're in. So currently Jubats, being Canadian, has to pay in pounds if she wants to buy anything on the Steam store. How many kilos of cheese do you bring to the UK? 0. Do you know why? Because this is one of the frustrating things. There is a ban on bringing cheese and meat products into the UK from other countries in the EU. Since April, so a couple of months ago, over fears of foot and mouth disease. So yeah, We saw that sign as we arrived in the airport. We were like, no! So we ate a lot of cheese over the weekend, but it was a bit disappointing because I wanted to bring back um, some cheese for us, some cheese for like gifts for my family and stuff like that. Um, nope, he even said in sandwich. Nope. Um, so yeah, that does mean when we go to Spain, we go to France, go to Italy, can't bring any cheese or meats back, which is kind of annoying because I wanted to bring some stuff back for my family. But yeah, I'm hydrating. I'm hydrating. Thank you for the redeem. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed with that, but we did eat a lot of cheese. Um, we just bought cheese and like local cheeses, local meats and stuff like that at the markets and at the shops, and just had that for food. It was really nice. Oh yeah, I mean, it's because it's the big companies don't want to be forced to do that kind of stuff, so they're going to lobby as much as they can against it. You've also been in the red light district. Yeah, we were worried that we weren't going to be able to see much stuff at all because of the weather. Um, but we kind of got off of our canal cruise, walked around, and yeah, took a bit. There was some women like waving, and I was like, look. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. We managed to like have a lot of cheese there at the cheese market. You got to try some. There were stalls, there were shops, lots of free samples. I got to try all sorts of. There was pesto cheese, wasabi cheese. Um, God, there was all sorts. We got this really nice herby one we brought back to our place and just had that with bread. It was really nice. 10,000 sandwiches. Yeah, the cheese was sad. It was. We were planning on bringing some cheese back from the Netherlands. Bring like a little wheel for my parents or something. Um, Alas, I could not. But I did bring them back. So I brought my sister back um, some mini stroop waffles, which we had plenty of them there, and we also had some fresh ones as well. I also brought my parents some stroopwafel liqueur, so that's interesting. And I got them some fridge magnets as well because they're a big fan of those. I mean, it's the same with all like movements like this. When companies are asked to do one thing, they don't like it, so they fight. They fight it. Why are you grey? You are still purple to me on both uh, web and phone. So maybe it's just your end. But no, you are purple for me. But yes, Guffed MvM Part 2. I have not had the opportunity to do any updates or anything like that. So it's just gonna be like this. I'm thinking of maybe doing Turnip Boy commits tax evasion tomorrow, and then a cooking stream on Thursday. That's my plan. It is my birthday on Wednesday, so I'm a bit busy. You go to Sarajevo for 4 days at the end of the month. Oh, nice. Is that just to go and see the places? Are you gonna visit anyone in particular? You're new here. What's this like? Welcome. What's this like? We play TF2, we play MvM, and we destroy robots when the queue is actually nice to us. Repo stream when? See, I don't own Repo. I did play games like Lethal Company, Content Warning, etc. I kind of saw Repo come out and it looked fun, but I wasn't super excited to have another game which I'd probably play 10 hours with friends and then that's it. Although there is one called Peak, which looks very fun, which I might try when I'm back at my PC. One of them said they can't guarantee your data safety if they give you full access to your own games. Someone just wrote, then don't steal our data. Yeah. Very true. Damn it, boy. Yeah, well, I thought I'd do like a nice little short stream on tomorrow, if I can. And then Wednesday's the old B day, so I'm going to go visit I'm going to spend the morning with G-Bats and then visit my parents and my sister in the afternoon and then come back here in the evening, so I'm not going to have time to stream. And on Thursday, I'm going to try and cook this thing. It's like a halloumi, like fried halloumi. It looks interesting, so yeah. I'm going to cook that on Thursday. Got accepted into a program for artists that work with inclusivity. Wow, okay. So that's why. Oh, and the first part is workshops in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So, wow, that's amazing. I hope you have a great time. Oh, that's my phone vibrating. Sorry. I have it resting on my laptop. So. Insider said Australians have been disabled until the update releases. What's going on with these queues, man? We've been queued for ages. Is it bugged? Australians have been disabled until the update releases. Oh, really? No, we're going to get Golden Pan today. You're scared but excited? Yeah, I bet. It's exciting stuff. Sounds like it'll be fun. Get to see a new country and... Yeah, so... You say the first part is there. Do you know anything else that's on the program? Anywhere else you're going to visit? Someone got Golden Pan yesterday. Well, let's get one today. Back to back. I don't know what's going on, chat. Mass hallucination event. I don't know what's going on. It was fine when I queued by myself. No, if someone had the queue bug, the queue would end. I'm thinking, is it because people don't have the ping range high? But normally it's like, couldn't find a server. So... It's just infinitely queuing. Is it just no one playing MvM? We're searching 2 cities in the middle of the day. There's 3 of us already. You'll be artists working in various fields under 30 from B&H, Poland, Czech, and Slovakia. Wow, that sounds exciting. You're in another country? No, we're back in the UK now. We were only in Netherlands for 4 days. We flew out on Thursday morning and we flew back last night. So we were back here by like 9 p.m. or something. Ticking join game in progress? Sure. So yeah, I'm back in my yeah. Yeah, you back? Yeah. No, so we're UK based. Where we've got this place for like 2 months basically. We're here until the middle of August. But then we just have weekends where we're going visiting places. So Netherlands was for 4 days. Then we've got 4 days in Spain in a couple of weeks. And then we're going to Paris a couple of weeks after that. And then we're going to Manchester for a weekend as well. And then August is when we'll be moving out of here and then going into other places permanently. And that is where I doubt I'll be able to stream. I don't think I'll be able to because I won't be able to take my laptop all the way. I definitely won't be taking it to Italy. I'll have 2 weeks in Dublin, and I'm only going to be having a carry-on, so I can't really bring my laptop. So yeah, you guys can survive without me for a couple of weeks. Does everyone have their FPS set up so they can compete in different regions? I think so. I can ask Gary, do you have your ping set high for server search? Matchmaking. I can't even go to matchmaking settings. Am I the issue? Is it because you're in Japan? I mean, we normally play with people from multiple continents and we don't have an issue. If I click on, wait. Try re-inviting people? Yeah, so you see this, Guri? Oh, my ping limit's set to 75. Maybe I was the problem. So it's like 200 or whatever. If you set your ping limit slightly higher, then it allows you to go onto different servers. Just in case we need to play like on an awkward server. So if you just do that, maybe that will help. And being the ulti duo, yeah. Yeah, we had a nice weekend. It was good times. Who am I? It says it on the website, man. I'm CeeJaey. I play TF2 and MvM and lots of other games. Do I like kebab? Yeah, I like kebab. Love kebab. I haven't had a kebab in a while though. I've said you change it now? No need to be sorry, dude. It's the game for being a little freaky. Yeah, so basically I'm here for 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks, I'll be around. We'll try and do some streams. Then I'm off for another weekend to Spain. And then another week. Then visiting me old roommate, Clody. And then we're off to Batty. So yeah, be around here for a while. I mean, if MvM is just not working, I don't know what's going on. There we go. You got your email now. Email for what? Who are any of us really? True. It's about the sense of self or something. Okay, we've found a game. That's the hardest part. Empire? Yes, play heavy. Wait, what's my ping? Where are we playing? It's like 100. Bum, bum, bum. Lugi on demo. I like it. I like it. Oh, your application. I see. I see. That's good. Congratulations. This is all official. Poop dealer 420. Ugh, sorry. I think we were watching one of your streams at one point. We were sat on the sofa watching. He was like, "Oh, Creek streaming on your phone, on my phone." Your stream has 20 FPS. Is it that bad? Shouldn't be that bad. Hi Garrus, how's it going? Yeah, I'm on a laptop, so the stream quality is gonna be different to how it was before, but it shouldn't be bad. I'm not dropping any frames. Is it, for those of you who were here last week, is it worse than last week? Airbnb internet is actually, it's not technically an Airbnb. Technically, we're in a hotel. It's yeah, it's like a long stay hotel thing. It's really nice here. Gotta be honest. But yeah, the internet's fine here. It's like 200 up and down. It's slightly worse. But I'm doing well, thank you, Garrus. We're back in the UK now. We were in the Netherlands this weekend, just for 4 days. We flew into Amsterdam and we spent a couple of days in Alkmaar, which was really fun. And then yesterday we were just saw Amsterdam, explored Amsterdam a little bit, and we're back to the UK today, which will be here for the next couple of weeks, which I think is necessary. A little recharge. I say that. We woke up this morning like super early, went to the gym, went shopping. Jubaz is working, I'm streaming. The grind never ends. So we're here for 2 weeks, Garrus. In 2 weeks, so not next weekend, the weekend afterwards, we're going to Spain. We're going to where my family is located. We're going to spend a long weekend there. Then we'll be back. And then in a couple of weeks after that, we go to France for a long weekend. That week, I will not be playing MvM on Monday because we'll be traveling back on Monday. So no MvM in like a month's time, I guess. And then when we're back from France, we have another week or so, I think. Week and a half. And then we are... Jubas will be off to Italy to link up with her family. I'll be back with my PC, so we'll be back to regular PC gaming. But then a week after that, I'll be joining her in Italy. And we'll be probably no streams for like 2-3 weeks. Hi Wayne, Amsterdam was good, thanks. We didn't get to explore it on Thursday, unfortunately, because our flight was delayed. Got an email about 1 o'clock in the morning saying your flight has been delayed an hour and a half because apparently the staff on the plane needed extra rest. They're like, legally we have to like stay in the hotel longer. It's not our fault. We're like, oh, okay. So we couldn't. We just kind of arrived in Amsterdam, jumped on the train, got to Alkmaar. But so on Sunday we got up early so that we could fly. We could get the train to Amsterdam, spend the day there, and then of course it was raining. But we did a little canal cruise, which was very nice. Got to explore the city. Had a little guided tour. And when we got back, it was no longer raining. So, yeah, we went and walked around the streets, looked at the shops, saw the red light district, etc. It was good fun. And then we flew back last night. And got back here in the evening. So all in all, a very fun and successful trip. Canal Booze Cruise. Yeah. I think I sent some of you a snap of like people bucketing water out of their boat. That was the Booze Cruise one. So we went on a covered one because we were like, hey, we get to explore Amsterdam and have the cover, you know, not get done by the rain. But there was a booze cruisy one where there's a bar on the boat, unlimited cocktails, unlimited drinks. But that's open top, and obviously these guys were taking on water. You'd rather take an hour of delay if it means the crew can get there in one piece? Oh, absolutely, yeah. It is what it is, you know. It's just kind of, why is that not pre-planned? Why is that not organized beforehand? Because we were making our plans based around like the time we were supposed to leave. But it's not the end of the world. It just meant we spent more time in Alkmaar on that day. You read the red light district was fun? Yeah, we walked through and I was like, here we are, red light district. I was like, wow, women in the windows. And then there was a couple of them who were like looking at me and smiling, waving. And I was just like, just keep walking. Did you go to the Heineken brewery? We didn't, no. We didn't have that much time in Amsterdam, unfortunately. We got there. We basically had like 3 hours there, 4 hours. And an hour of that was on the canal cruise, and then it took slightly longer as well. So then we just ended up walking the streets and like looking at things, walking past museums and stuff. We did go to the beer museum in Alkmaar, which is sort of funded and run by Heineken, which was pretty cool. Aham, thank you for the 74 months. Thank you for the resub. Hi Scamman, you're late due to meeting. It's all good. I mean, I'm late, later than normal. We've just started MvM. This is our first mission. It's taking us a while for the queues. I don't know what's going on. Missed the downpour this weekend in the UK. No, we were in the Netherlands, and we did get rained on in Amsterdam yesterday for a little bit. But I heard that it did get it's supposed to get really hot this week. It's supposed to have another heat wave, right? I don't know if anyone else outside of the UK. I know Wayne's in sunny Spain at the moment, but I've heard in the UK Tuesday onwards, Wednesday onwards, it's supposed to get to sort of late 20s, low 30s. It's gonna be hot. That's a spy. Still a spy somewhere. You a spy? Yeah, you're a spy. Nope, you're not. I was confident. I thought I was a spy. What can I say? Last day today? Oh, really? Whereabouts in Spain are you? If you call me out, you look like a bad person? No, not at all. No, we were pretty tired last night after we got back from our trip, so we slept in, went to the gym, came back, or we went to do some shopping, came back, shower, made some lunch. By the time we'd done all that, looked at the time, it was like, oh, it's getting on. Why are people texting me now? Okay. Yeah, so we'll just do a little tour of 2 cities. And then I'll try and do a little cheeky stream tomorrow. And a cooking stream on Thursday. Unfortunately, I will not be streaming on my birthday, but that's fine. You had a heat wave here yesterday. Now all day raining. It's 19 where you are. Okay. Well, next week are you going to be 7 days back to back of 30? Yeah, I think that's what we have from like Tuesday, Wednesday onwards. You're in Moreira. Nice. You've been having a good time? Looks like you've been having a good time. Did anyone get up to anything fun over the weekend? Sorry, I'm trying to use my phone as chat, and then people keep messaging me. Do 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 do. It's been class. Been drinking way too much. Gotta be careful with the drinking and the heat. Dehydrates ya. Oh, I have to say, I posted it in Twitch subs. I think I posted a picture of the beer. Oh wait, we're on Empire. Gotta watch out for the NGs behind. I had this class beer in Amsterdam. In Alkmaar. We were at this bar. Jordan got this. It's like I think it's called like Alkmaar Blondie. Seemed like a pretty irregular lager. So we didn't drink beer. Jubats had this sour beer. Really nice. And I had this one that was like a caramel one. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I wish I could go back there and have another one. It's really tasty. No face cam today. Hi Fire. No, I'm currently at a like a hotel kind of place. So it's a bit scuffed. I'm playing on my laptop. Don't really have any alerts or anything running. It's a little scuffed. It's a little scuffed. But it's the best I can offer at the moment, unfortunately. Doing Borderlands 1 again, as it's a separate achievement list. Jank but fun. So that's the thing. You know we talked about doing Borderlands and stuff. And I know you've done a lot of the Borderlands things. I have 2 Borderlands 1s games. I have the regular one, and then I have like the Game of the Year edition one. So does the masochist in me try and do both? Does the sadist in me ask you to help me with both? I genuinely don't know what order I would want to do things in. Borderlands 3 we don't need to touch because we've already done those. I know Meth Man said about playing Borderlands. I don't know if we have a fourth, but Borderlands, I'd like to do at least Borderlands 1 and 2. Pre-sequel I'm on the fence about, and I'd like to play through Tiny Tina's with Karik at least. Achievements, I guess, dependent on how much fun I have playing the game, because according to Karik there is quite a grind with one of them. Oh, you guys are talking too much. Are we winning, son? We getting there for what's next. It's a bit of a slow start. A little slow start. Oh, I picked up my capture card. That reminds me, seeing Lee talk about Wii U mods. I picked up my capture card. So I should be able to stream some Switch games. So I'm thinking maybe do a little playthrough of Banjo-Kazooie, because I love Banjo-Kazooie. So yeah, playing some Magic the Gathering draft with your friend this weekend. Oh, nice! You got a lot of good pulls? Oh, that sounds amazing. Anything in particular that I would know? Yeah, I will be back at my PC. So for the next like 4-5 weeks, I will be on Scuffed Laptop gaming. I will be back on my PC for a week in the middle of August, and then there'll be probably absolutely no streams for a couple of weeks. Maybe when I'm in Dublin, I can't take my laptop to Dublin. I just don't have like the baggage space. But I could maybe do some IRL streams in Dublin. Maybe if we go for a little walk around the hills or something. Fuck it, both. They both have separate achievement lists. Exactly. You'll do both. Okay. You guys are crazy lads in chat. I'm sorry, Carrie. But you know what you signed up for. I did all versions of DS. That's true, but I did that like separately. I did Prepare to Die edition. I did Scholar of the First Sin. I did Dark Souls 3. Then I did Remastered when it came out on release, and then I went back and did OG DS2. You pre-ordered BL4. You heard it seems okay. Yeah, like I'm on the fence just due to the price. I would like to play it on release and play with Karik and do a little co-op, but I'll have to see what my finances are when it comes to September. Doesn't have auto pick up for ammo? Oh, right, yeah. There's a lot of quality of life stuff. You've also shotgun Borderlands with you? Well, sweet. We got 4 gamers then. Pre-sequel call his ass. Yeah, I only ever played through pre-sequel and never really did anything else with it, so... You play Tiny Tina 2? Nice. You can BL if you want. Okay, we got a decent number of gamers for all the games then. 58 out of 80 on OGBL1. I have characters on BL1 from when I played it originally. I have some modded ones, I think, or modded weapons that people used to like, oh yeah, I've modded this weapon, try this out. But the other one, I guess, would be a fresh start. Rip. Also, I didn't realize I hadn't done my thingy. Good tip, you can get it from CD Keys for like 40 rather than 6. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll bear that in mind, thank you. Your one has an achievement where it asks you to calmly launch some money just to spend it on something stupid. Yeah, I think there's some rather goofy achievements. You love Tiny Tina's, it's grown on you? I guess it's going to be it's like very different. But once you get used to it, it's fun. I guess that's what I'm thinking. From what you've described to me, at least. You're going to do both 100%, you can't be asked. See, my worry is that I would do 100% on one, and then I would be like, I don't want to do I don't want to do all of that over again. However, on the original one, I have like probably half the achievements, so maybe I do something like, okay, just theory crafting here for a second. Finish up, like mop up the achievements I'm missing on the original BL1. do BL2, maybe pre-sequel, and then go back and do 1 enhanced, and then do Tiny Tina's. And that could be stream content, honestly. You guys are usually around, so Karik might have more time on his hands by that time. And if I don't have work still, then, you know. Your friend got a foil Bahamut. That's cool. That's awesome. You got another ancient copper dragon worth about £40? Whoa. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. Okay, cool. That sounds good, Methman. Yeah, I reckon that's a good savage makes me stronger. Dude, I had earlier on, oops. I had these chicken salad wraps with there was like protein pittas, I think they were. I had them with chicken inside and salad. Oh, it was good. It's like a makeshift sandwich. You got a professional kill streak of stream wrench to Hell's Own yesterday. Congratulations. That's impressive. Getting something to Hell's Own is no mean feat. I know people have been playing this game for so long now that a lot of people have a lot of weapons at Hell's Own, but to get one to that level is very impressive. Yeah, I still need to do Half-Life and stuff like that. I have Dredge on my laptop, so I can always do Dredge on my laptop while I've got some like stuff I should be working on, like actual job work, and I'm playing a little bit of DBD because the event, even though it runs at a terrible frame rate, it's so bad. I have to run it at 720p. Okay, 720p. At 30 FPS. And I have all of the other settings set to like low or off. It basically runs fine. The only downside is a lot of things are dependent on frame rate in DBD. So for those of you who don't know, Wesker, the killer, he has this ability or this technique that you can do where he will slide along things when you're not supposed to. It's like it fucks with the collision. That's possible at 30 FPS, but not possible or incredibly difficult at 120. Then you have things like skill checks being easier to hit at 120 FPS. There's all sorts of things that are so, like, the mechanics of the game get fucked around with dependent on FPS. So when you've used to been playing the game at 120 and suddenly you're playing at 30, I can't have a large FOV either, so I just can't see shit. It's just, it's, you know, as long as you don't take it too seriously, it's just kind of funny. Yeah, and so I've been doing that. I'm doing a little bit of event stuff. It's been okay. Proud moment? Yeah, it should be. You could do funny melee Mordecai, bird spam, or revolver. Excuse me, sorry. Sounds good. I'm sure you and Karik are going to have really strong characters for us to, like, power on through. So I'm looking forward to it. Should be fun. Hi, Benny. Long time no see. Hail Zone moment. Absolutely. I think I've got quite a few Hail Zone at this point. Yeah, I never really paid attention to them either, but it just kind of happens. I think for most characters I've got at least one Hail Zone. Have I seen Otz's video on the event? No, I haven't. I haven't really been watching very much YouTube or anything. Been watching TV shows. I did watch. I've finished Squid Game. Anyone been watching Squid Game? We binged through season 2 and season 3. I think there's only 6 episodes per season. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. The true horror of the graphics. Yeah. It's okay. Like I'm not going to like break any records. But I'm just kind of trying to do the event stuff so I can get the missable things. You got every killer to P1. Congratulations. Yeah, I have to be careful because my laptop gets really warm playing DBD. I don't want it to explode. But I think playing Switch games will be kind of cool because it's not going to be dependent on my laptop. So it should be okay. You've, excuse me, come back to CFT to grind your original to 40k kills. Oh. I think my highest is my rocket launcher in terms of kills. Yeah, this is 48,000. My original it's 13,000. Yeah, but my Aussie rocket launcher is 48. But then my medic, I have on this one is 43,000 Ubers, but it's 77,000 kill assists. So not bad. It was okay, but had more potential. Yeah, I agree with that. Season 3, I heard some people shit talking Season 3. I don't think it was bad, but I do feel the ending was slightly cliche, and I would have maybe liked to see it do something different. But I think it was okay. Definitely not the strongest season. Season 2 was good. I didn't even know Season 3 was out either, no. Me and Jubats have been meaning to watch Season 2. Just never got around to it. And then we were like, oh, let's watch Season 2. We're like, wait a minute, Season 3's out? But yeah, I think it was good. Getting thrown around here. He's already dead. Oh, I got no bullets. And when I'm back, I'm going to have to commandeer Karik for Terraria and Payday 3 and Payday 2. I'm going to be like, this ends now. Let's do this. Because those are some hundos that are doable. Wasn't this made because Netflix mandated it? I'm pretty sure he didn't want to continue it. Oh, interesting. I don't know. I don't actually know. I feel like season 1 could have ended that way. It could have just ended, to be honest. But I don't think the continuation was terrible. Initially, when I watched the first season, I was like, okay, you can end it there. That's great. Don't make any more. And then it's like, oh, they're making more. But I think the other seasons were decent. But nothing quite hit as hard as the first season. Nowhere near as your backlog. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some good games, some big games coming out, so I'm going to play them. Like Expedition 33, I want to play that. Things like that, yeah. Got some indie games planned for the weeks I'm on my laptop, and when we're back, we maybe do some achievement streams, maybe do some backlog catching up. Probably milk it more with an American series. Yeah, that was my worry. I was like, oh no, please don't do like an American adaptation. Oh, you guys are making me get like an ab workout because I keep leaning forward to see the see my phone. You'll be able to spend on because you're playing it. Yeah, yeah. Um, I do like the blood point spending. It's kind of cool. It's been very helpful in doing stuff faster. You just got a notification the FX accessories yours have now shipped. Oh, you got that to look for. Damn, you're gonna have all of the stuff. Find it annoying how stupid the pro tag is. Like, decades. Yeah. Watching for your posture. It's gonna get any ab workout going. Um. Yeah, I mean, I don't. There were some moments where I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Like, speed it up, do this, do that. But all in all, like, I think it was a good show. Just feel like, yeah, season 3 was just. Season 3 is basically just a continuation of 2. Whereas season 2 is very defined and different to 1. 3 is just a continuation of what's happened in 2. And then has an ending which I feel like I could see happening a mile away. Maybe I've just watched too many shows. Maybe I'm just getting old and cynical now. But I felt like it was the obvious choice of an ending. Audio a while ago, everyone bought them out. This point, like, okay. What's my favorite squid, CeeJaey? My favorite squid? It's got to be Squidward, right? Oh, okay, thrown around. Yeah, any other shows? Any other shows you guys have been watching? Anything new? Yeah, I'm going to try and play that kindergarten game that Mythman got me. I think Turn It Boy tomorrow because it's very short. I think it's only an hour or so. I feel really bad right now because Jubats is currently having her meetings, like her Monday morning meetings, because it's still morning in Canada, in the bedroom. So, like, make sure I try not to disturb her work as best I can tomorrow. Squidman from Squid Games. Finished Last of Us Season 2. What is that on? That's on HBO, right? So I've got an offer for get Disney Plus cheaper, and I might pick that up because I'm on Season 2 of The Bear. I was watching it on my parents' TV. My parents' TV has Disney Plus logged in using my sister's fiance's account. But then it was like, are you sure this is your account? Blah, blah, blah. Please log in again. And I was like, oh shit, I can't really ring up my sister and be like, hey, can you ask your fiance what his Disney Plus log is in? Because she'd be like, what the hell? No. So, yeah, I think I might get it just to finish watching The Bear because it's been enjoyable. And there's a new season coming out. Big Chungus. Hey, Srood, how's it going? How was the rest of your weekend? You'll be seeing the new FF4 film this month. Oh! I didn't realize there was a new film. That's cool. He's on HBO. I don't have HBO, sadly. You did nothing? Kind of base, not gonna lie. Swood is now a gorillionaire. We brought him some rare money to add to his collection. Your arm was really sore on Saturday? Huh? Alright, okay guys, for context we went bowling, okay, nothing else happened. Be telling chat your arm is sore, what the hell? The bear, enjoyable. Pepe W? Why Pepe W? Is it not enjoyable? I mean, the show's been good, I mean, it's not like it's a happy, if that's what you mean. I finished season 1. I think I've watched like 2 episodes of season 2. So. There are other ways to get, yeah. That's how I watch Severance. Severance. No one was thinking of you, Guna. I don't know, man. Yeah, I destroyed. We had played 2 games of bowling. I won the first one. G-Bats won the second one. Swood also destroyed Jordan. Have any Bananian game? Bananian gems? Huh? Insane message. But I break Swood's arm and his dominant hand. I sent him a snap from me at the gym saying I'm getting stronger, ready for our showdown, and he just didn't respond to it. I was like, okay, he fears, he fears. Do I go heavy again? I might go heavy again. I prefer heavy on this one. She let you in? She's pretty good. She's pretty good at bowling. We went bowling. We went to this. We went out for like a little date at this bar that does mini golf and bowling. It's quite cool. And they've opened up a new bowling place. There's so many bowling opportunities in this town now. You mogged me? Nah. Hi, Exile. How's it going? I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. How are you? Who won? This is everything to me now. So we played 2 games. The first game I won, and the second game G-Bats won. Swood in the first game was like, I don't know how to bowl, and then he started picking up the orange ball, which was the essence of his bowling power. Starts destroying the pins. Jubatillion points. Yeah. We also went to a cheese museum and there was a quiz. And we beat Jordan in the quiz. So we knew more about cheese than he did. Did we lose due to messing up his arm? No, I think his arm hurts because he went bowling, you know? We're doing a tour after this, by the way, and is there space? There is space if you want to join us for 2 cities. I'm not going to be able to do a tour after this, no, unfortunately. I'm already taking up space to do this. Neither of you won either. We won? What do you mean? It said blue team won. We were blue team. We know more about cheese. Swoot didn't take the quiz because he was scared. He didn't want to get shown up on his own turf. Stream is a bit laggy? Yeah, I'm streaming on my laptop, so it's probably not great quality. I apologize for this. He's doing it. Oh, maybe it's because I'm on the Wi-Fi. Let me know if this helped at all. Just want to confirm. Yeah, it's just poopy. Oh, what's going on here? You on scuffed laptop stream? I mean, it's fine on my end, but obviously I can't see what you guys are having. Stream as many toys as you want me got cancelled? Really? I mean, that's good, I guess. Do you want to join me in the living room? Or is my yapping gonna be annoying? Bowling champion Jubats. Swoot was regaling everyone with the story of you getting, how many was it? Jubatillion points? He thinks you were hustling. You said you were bad and then you won the second game. Now it's at 100% better? Oh, so I had the Wi-Fi on. Maybe it was streaming from the Wi-Fi rather than the Ethernet. Maybe that's why. Staying away from the MvM heat. Fair, fair. Yeah, they've opened up a new bowling alley in my city, so we're talking about whether or not you go there. What was there was a deal. It was like £5 for a game of bowling and a drink. Like, damn, okay. Oh yeah, Carrie, what would you suggest we get from a Polish restaurant? We have this this thing called Too Good To Go, and there's one for a Polish place. So we might get a surprise bag from a Polish place and be like, here's some random Polish food. It's Creek loving your Polish cooking. Yeah, what do you cook for Creek? What do you make? Yeah. Kotli, shabowy, and potatoes. Ah. Get the flavored brick. Do you ever go unflavored brick? Shabowy? I don't know how to pronounce words. I don't know. After 4 days in the Netherlands where they decide to put 20 vowels next to each other, it's like, huh? They'd get you from a Polish. Yeah, they just serve carry. Power of the banana. Monkey Joe. Yeah, get it right. It's the big Archburger. But it's not available in the Netherlands, we found out. Netherlands had a slightly different menu at McDonald's. I'm going to have to try this big Archburger. It's everywhere. Like, the signs are telling me to try it. You cook quickly for him. Buy from chicken. Okay. Sounds good. What's his favorite Polish thing? The big arsh? Did you try the McSlop? Didn't see that available, I'm afraid. Devoy or Golden Blur are basically covered. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Oh, right, yeah, we're up top. Whoops. I was reading chat. Pierogi. Yeah. Well, if we get the surprise bag, then we get whatever we're given, I guess, but... Can maybe grab some pierogi from the Polish supermarket near us. Let me pick up a surprise bag. Yeah, I don't know when we'll do it. I only recently got the app. We've only done it once. We got £25 worth of donuts in a box. They were pretty tasty. They were like the super fancy ones. But you get them for like a really cheap price. I'm hooked. Honestly, the idea that you can get stuff for like 25% of the price, it's kind of cool. Yeah, if we get the Polish one, I'll send you a pic. DVD poster changes coming to the PTB. Fog Vial. It's updates for key. Executioner update. Wow, they're gonna break the killer that I'm P100ing next. Fog Vial, is that like the smoke grenade that they have in the event stuff? MMV, VMM is joined high. Do you want to join? It's probably just the smoke bomb. Yeah. It's Monday, dude. It is Monday, right? Why is he surprised, chat? It is Monday. Okay, good. Added haste and endurance to cage saving. What the fuck? So they just basically nerfed the only thing that makes Pyramid Head any good. Excellent. Even more survivor buffs. Like, what's the point of that? I swear survivors have just had constant buffs over the past year plus. The only thing that's been a slight nerf to survivors was we're making generators take 10 seconds longer. Doesn't matter because you get rid of those 10 seconds by using brand new parts, which they inadvertently buffed. I don't know, man. Which can I pick up? Oh, there's a robot's metal. Hard to tell what's actually ammo. You're at home, you had to wake up at 3 to catch your flight out of Amsterdam. Nice fur nap when you got home. Nice, nice. Here's the update. I'll have to check it out later. Give it a read. Completely skip walking to the hook. Yeah, I mean, I get that. But also, Pyramid Head has fucking terrible add-ons. He has 3 add-ons which are good. Out of all of them. All of the other ones are completely pointless. They give you nothing at all. There is no difference between running them or not running them. His only good ones are the... I guess it's green now. The green range, the blue range, and the purple, like, sloppy butcher on power. Like, I get a lot of players would use it simply just to tunnel them out off the cage. But also... I don't know. I feels like even the pressure was enough, you know? It increases ranged. Goop on the ground stays longer. You put more down. Reworked his add-ons. Okay. I'll pause my judgment until I see all of the info. I don't know, I just feel like in the years that I've played the game, killers have started tunneling more and camping more straight out of the gate. And it's in response to all of the changes that have been happening for survivors getting these benefits. Like, I do agree that having BT off the hook was a necessary change, and the anti-camp, and you know, all of these things do kind of make sense, but it also means that as a killer, if the survivors bring some strong toolboxes and some strong medkits and some decent perks, you have no choice but try to eliminate someone as quickly as possible, which forces you to camp and tunnel. And even when you do that now, if it's a survivor with friends running shoulder the burden, you're pretty much screwed. Because you don't really have a choice. So I don't know, it's like... I don't know whether anyone has made this correlation that, yes, all of these changes are kind of good for the game, but also you're inadvertently causing killers to play a certain way. Hot take. Remove items from the game and the game becomes a hell of a lot more balanced straight away. The difference between a group of survivors with strong perks and a group of survivors with strong perks and strong items is very, very different. All it takes is someone with proof and a couple of strong toolboxes, maybe BMP, and if you're not a mobile killer, they can finish a gen literally before you get there. Bang, you're straight down to 4 gens straight away. When those other 2 people could be working on a gen, they could be doing anything, you know? I think that's the real question. That, you know. Where's the webcam? I'm on my laptop. So I can't really... I have nowhere to put my laptop. My laptop has a webcam, but it's pretty bad. Yeah, you are stupid for running no items because it's just giving you a handicap straight away. Checkmate, atheist. Enough map offerings? They did, unless you were playing Survivor with friends, in which case you just all bring it, and then you have a good chance of getting the map. Remove players from a game? Yeah, just have a perk that gives you a 1% chance of just uninstalling the game from your enemy's computer. They don't stack? Oh. Then you can just bring map offerings for maps that you want, and then you have a good chance of getting a map you want, right? Say survivors bring RPD, Eerie, fucking the game or whatever, then yeah. 20% for each map. Is the is the PTB this week? Because isn't this the rumored Walking Dead edition? Look at this guy. Sounds like you tilt even more when it gets picked. Yeah, it has a tilt effect. There's only 2 reasons you bring a map offering. 3 at most. 1, you're a sweaty player / team who wants to win, so you bring a map that is heavily suited to your side. So if you see a map offering on the other side, you're like, damn. 2, because you want the achievement. That's it. Please use controller. I don't have my controller with me, unfortunately. Also, I don't know whether my controller would run on the laptop. Can't wait to never get the RPD achievement. I mean, RPD still gets played a decent amount. Sorry, I was pressing the wrong key. Sorry, Gary. I like the keychains meaning that you can use it to open chests quicker. Oh, that's cool. Who is not ready? Is anyone going to go see the new Jurassic Park movie? Or Jurassic World movie, I should say. The only problematic item is the toolbox after the... Yeah, it gets you kind of fun. Oh, sorry. Mm. Yeah, like the Giga medkits with multiple heals, kind of annoying, but also syringes and styptics and speed boosts. The last time I streamed DBD, I think the most recent one, I don't know if you guys remember, I played a game of Springtrap as killer. I was like, I'll play a couple of killer games. And I played a Springtrap, and I got a kill really early on. Then I got, well, not kill, sorry, a down really early on. And then I got another down really early on. Then I was chasing this guy, and he had a med kit with the speed boost item, and it was either a syringe or a styptic. And I couldn't catch him. And he'd also, like, yeah, it was just, that changed the entire, like, flow of the game. Why those kind of things are allowed is just ridiculous. Like, the amount of time you save using a medkit, it's like, what, like 8 seconds per like, for each heal if you're healing yourself. Means that instead of a person healing you, they can be doing something else. Like a gen or whatever. Going to save someone. But with a syringe, you just flat out save that for both people. Styptics give you extra chances for free. But yeah, it's just... that would be the problematic. Flashlight saves are fucking annoying, but it's part of like the skill expression of the game or whatever, so it is what it is. They fixed the way that flashbangs work, so that's good. But yeah, I think syringes and strong medkit add-ons are broken and toolboxes are broken. You're not? Not seen any of the more billion films that came out either. We caught up with all of the other Jurassic World movies. We watched Dominion last week, which was pretty bad. Looks like it would be the best one they've made for the modern stuff. Yeah, I mean, we might go and watch it. I kind of want to see it, but yeah. You so skillfully click those items in the lobby. Syringes are bad. Syringes, I think, are like one of the worst things. If you're a killer that can't end a chase quickly, then a survivor can heal in chase, and then you're back to like that entire chase having not counted for anything. Or you can injure someone, and you can have like sloppy or something like that, or, you know, gift of pain, something to slow them down for healing. They can just pop the syringe and work on a gen, and that means they're not healing themselves. No one else is wasting time. And at the end of the day, the game is just a time management thing. It takes X number of seconds to do a gen, X number of seconds to heal someone. If you're saving time from one thing by doing another, then it's a massive boon. But more than once I've been someone like Demo, for example. I injure someone, they pop a syringe, and they just have, you know, a god palette or a safe palette to play around, and I can't get to them before, you know, they manage to heal. Oh yeah, I mean that's the problem. You can't balance the game because all the killers are so different. You can't balance the game around a killer that can zoom across the map and two-tap people in 3 seconds versus, you know, people who are very slow. Trapper, for example. lot of the maps are unbalanced and a lot of the killers are unbalanced. I guess it does add a bit of an RNG factor, a little bit of variety that, you know, if all of them were balanced for everything, it would be good, but also it just means good killers would always do well. You play as Blight and you get Leary's or Hawkins, it's kind of like, oh damn, you're going to struggle a little bit. Look at this body blocking. Basically Overwatch problem. Yeah, I mean, it's what happens when you have bigger and bigger rosters of vastly different characters. And you try to balance the game around the fact that there's multiple different characters who have multiple different skill levels, you know? Yeah, exactly. But that's what I mean, like, what wave? This is the last wave of this mission. This is our second mission, so after this wave we'll be halfway through. That's what I mean, like, Hillbilly is pretty much an S tier killer, right? So he's not really affected by syringes. When I play Xenomorph, I feel like I'm pretty much in control of the game because I have info, I have ability to traverse the map, I have a lot of things going on. But if I decide I want to play Ghostface and I come up against a good team, or I play Trapper and I play up against a good team, it's done. They just sprint burst away, they get rid of my traps, they do a lot of things. You basically turned into an M1 killer without a power. Compared to, I mean, it's what happens with Xenomorph. If I play Xenomorph against a good team, they will double place turrets. They'll put them far enough away in positions where I can't avoid them, you know. And then you basically are a killer without your power. Blight cannot lose his power. Blight only loses his power if you are bad and you use all of your rushes, and then you have to wait, you know, 10 seconds until you can use it again. Nurse cannot lose her power, you know. They even removed the ability to burn her with torches. Rugs. Embarrassed myself, chat. Yeah, so there are killers that are just strong and they are always strong. And there are killers that, if you have a coordinated team, can be completely countered. Like stealth killers. If you're playing with a coordinated team, you can call out where a Myers is or a Ghostface is or whatever, and it completely changes, completely nullifies the character. You know, Ghostface, you can make him lose his power just by looking at him. Stands for silly Billy. Going to the rug market. This place needs some rugs. What can I say? Oh shit, Swood. Yeah, we got G-Brands told you we got called out by a guy in Alkmaar. He was like, "What would you like on your chips?" We we're like cheese or something. And he was like, "In Netherlands, we don't put cheese. That is an American thing." We were like, "Oh, what would you recommend then?" I was like, all I remember is being in Amsterdam and they put molten cheese on the fries. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with MOBAs. If you get into a MOBA earlier on, then you learn as you go along, right? Excuse me. If you join Dota now, you have to learn what all the characters do and how all of the different items affect them. I do disagree that it's different with weapons and whatnot, because it pretty much is still exactly the same. You jump into TF2 now, you need to like, you understand the basics. It's not as drastic because you know that a medic is going to heal and a heavy is going to shoot bullets and a scout is going to zoom around really fast. Soldier is going to blow horn. You know, you know what characters are going to do mostly, but all of the different weapons do have a different effect. Imagine you're a new player and you're like, oh, there's a minigun. They have their charge. That means they're going to go invincible. I'll just run away. And then suddenly they're glowing red and, you know, crits are coming everywhere. And you think, hang on a minute. This is something new. It's a different weapon. It's not the same scale, but there is a lot amount of variation in TF2. But that is a problem with a lot of games. Yeah, no, Carrie's right. How does Ghostface lose his power? Do you give him the no Maiden's face and he develops depression? You just need to look at him. Just look at him and he's just like, okay, I guess I'm not stealthy. Yeah, this is the problem I had we had with DBD when we all started playing the game. Like, there was a lot of different characters, a lot of different perks, a lot of different add-ons. You had to learn how both sides worked and everything like that. You're like not only learning the basics of the game, but you know, you're like, okay, so Nemesis has a tentacle, gotcha. And then the next time you play him, he's using a perk that does something different, you know? I had that issue with Payday when I was playing Payday for the first time. I was like, holy shit, there's so many different perks, there's so many different weapons, there's so many different customizations. It's the same if you play a MOBA like Dota or League of Legends. It's the same if you play a hero shooter like Overwatch, like Valorant, like, let's be honest, TF2 with its large variety of weapons. And it's the same if you play a lot of different games. You are in a situation where if there is a game that has been going around for a long time or is a live service game, often you're going to be, you know, and yeah, Deadlock's going to have the same problem. Deadlock already has that kind of issue when if you start playing the game now, you have to learn what all the different characters do. It's kind of what put me off. Because I was like, oh, I really like this character, but if someone picks it, then I have to play a different character, and I don't think I'm good enough to play a different character because I've not spent, you know, 3 hours watching tutorial videos explaining what their power does and, you know, the good builds for them. You know what I mean? Warframe is super overwhelming? Yeah, because that's an MMO, right? Like, it's the issue when you add content to your game. It's gonna get like overwhelming, I guess, as time goes on. Core gameplay is a lot more smoother than having characters completely change the core gameplay features. I mean, I agree and I disagree. Like, you could have like, look at a soldier, for example. A soldier running around with a rocket launcher and a shotgun is completely different to a soldier that is running around with the black box and the conch. You're like, holy shit, this guy's tanky. Why is he why is he getting health back? Why is he moving faster now? Why is his teammates getting health back? Or he could run the gunboats, or he could run the parachute, or he could run, you know. There's a lot of things that change in that situation. Honestly, I was just staring at chat that entire time. So I was like, if I get a kill here, that's going to be pretty nice. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, it's definitely not on the same scale as jumping into like Overwatch and having to learn what all the different characters do. Even when I started playing Overwatch 2 with some friends, and I hadn't played Overwatch 1 for like a couple of years, and suddenly there was all these different characters, and I was like, I don't know what these characters do. Everyone's running them, so they must be good, but you know, it only takes you a few games to understand them, but it's not nowhere near as bad as like League of Legends or Dota. No, you won't be playing differently, going up against different soldiers, but at the same time, they are different. And that is something you don't, like, you can learn the basics of TF2 very quickly. Again, I'm not saying it's the same level as you know, games like Overwatch or whatever, but it does have a lot of unlocks in the game, let's be honest. But I said heyday. Oh my god, I'm just stuck. And I've lost money. When it gets chaotic like this, it's like I can't even move. I'm playing on a Chicago server to make it even worse. How's MvM? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. We got 2 missions down. We have 2 missions to go. Yeah, no, and that's is that not what I said? I said it's not the same, but it is. There is a lot of things to learn in TF2. It's not as bad as, like I said, Overwatch or Dota. Cannot stress this enough. That I've said this multiple times. It is not the same, and is nowhere near as bad. But there is still a lot of stuff to learn in TF2 for a newcomer. Like, no one reads the fine print of, like, all of these different things, you know. But there is a lot of things that change the way that the game is played, and you're just kind of like, huh? Hell, I remember when new weapons were coming out, and people were like shooting at spies, and the spy wouldn't die, and then they were like, I just killed you, what the hell? It's like they're running the Dead Ringer. What? Like, obviously, those of us who've got hundreds or thousands of hours in the game take it for granted, but if you were to launch TF2 right now and you're like, okay, so the spy can go invisible. Okay, cool. Understand that. And then you come up against the spy with the Dead Ringer, it's like, okay. So little things that, little small permutations that could happen. Look out for that tank. You're cheating. I killed you. And you know what? One thing in Overwatch's defense is that it does have the training thing where you can just jump in with a character and be like, okay, I'm going to like learn the basics of this character. So it does give you the option to do that. And you just press F1 and it explains what all of your abilities and your ultimate and stuff do. The problem is that is the most boring thing for a lot of gamers, myself included. I didn't want to sit there and do a tutorial or do a learning, like self-imposed learning to learn how to play a character before I play as the character in a game. I don't think many people want to do that. And something I was going to say regarding Dota before is Make me dab? I mean, I can dab, but you can't see me. So you'll have to take my word for it. Yeah, with Dota, like, most of the time you have to commit to that game a lot to even, like, understand or keep up. I'm dabbing. I dabbed. If I dab in a room with no other people and no webcam, did I really commit cringe? I remember a number of years ago, I was like, I'm going to play some Dota 2. I'm going to get back into it. I haven't played it in years. And I was like trying to work out all the stuff that had changed and all of the updates and this and that. And then by the time I'd done that, it had taken me so long to even learn like a character and their abilities and what changed and whatnot that I played like 2 games and I was like, I'm kind of done. Worth every single coin? I'm glad. No, I understand that, Swoot, but if I die to a if I do 200 damage to a soldier and it dies, but then the next time I'm in a fight against a soldier, I do 210 damage, but it doesn't die. I'm like, why is that? Oh, it's because it had the battalion's backup. Gotcha. It happens again. Oh, that guy must have had the battalion's backup. No, he actually had the black box, and he was getting health back when he shot you. Oh, okay. It happens again. So he must have had the battalion's backup or the black box, right? No, actually he had the contra, so he was getting passive health regen. Oh, okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the next time you kill it, but it doesn't take as much damage. And like, what the hell? It took me 200 last time. Why is it taking me less damage this time? Oh, it's because it was running the pain train. Like, I get in the moment, you're not going to be doing those fine kind of thought processes. You're not going to be overanalyzing every single exchange you have. But these are all things that take a lot of time to learn. Unless you sit down with the wiki or like a backpack full of all of the items and read them all, it's going to take you time to like fully understand all of the different weapons. Like hell, there were like people I played comp TF2 with who had thousands and thousands of hours who didn't understand what certain weapons did. They genuinely didn't know what they did because they were banned in sixes, and they were like, "So wait, what does this weapon do?" Like, that's the kind of thing that happens, you know. More Alexi with the 103. Thank you very much, my man. How you doing? You hear a wild pizza rat is roaming around. I mean, a wild pizza rat is working. She is working in the other room. I say that as she opens the door. Hello. You work in another room than Karik? Yeah, I mean, I don't think Jibas would be able to concentrate with me yapping about TF2 and Jurassic Park. You just went for a full brekkie with Nan? Very nice. Where did you go? Toby Carvery? I'm asking if our local farm shop. They went for a full brekkie. I was just wondering whether it was a Toby Carvery. It was not. Thank you very much. You ain't having no corporate shite? How dare you? How dare you? Take that back. Toby Carvery is wholesome. A staple. A British staple. Yeah, do you know how many jobs it's created? You triggered Juba. She's out of here. She loves Toby Carvery. Big fan. I'm a big fan. Wait. I don't have crit resistance. Let's get crit resistance, shall we? Oh yeah, no, and that's what I keep saying. That it's different. I'm just saying TF2 is an example of a game that's been around for so long. When you first got TF2, you could understand everything in the game because it was just the stock weapons. When I first started playing, I was like, cool. Then they started adding extra weapons, and obviously, games that have been around for a long time take a while because they've added a lot of content. A lot has changed. Payday is probably a similar example to that. And DBD, right? The game is pretty simple to understand, but as time's gone on, so much content has been added that, yeah. But it is something that puts me off playing Deadlock. Like, I really enjoyed playing Deadlock, and I'm like, huh, this is a game that I could get involved in. But I stopped playing for like a week or something, and then they completely changed how some of the characters worked. I'm like, oh, fuck me, it feels like a full-time job, you know? The food is dry? I don't know where you've been, man. I don't know who hurt you. I don't know what Toby Carvery wronged you. But I've never had a dry carvery. Unless you go for the beef when it's not a fresh one. Maybe. Maybe then that's a little dry. Maybe. Wholesome chungus. Yeah, I mean, I always go for like the gammon, turkey. Those are good. This is some money. I got the money. I did dab, I did. Yeah, but you have to learn the order of which order to... You have to learn the order to mash the 5 buttons for like 100 characters. At that point, just... I don't know. Oh, the money burnt. The one in early? What? That's the one that we went to. We love that one. You get video evidence. You're not recording me dabbing. I dabbed on the agreement that it was off camera. I was like, doing it off camera. There's enough videos of me dabbing. When are we doing a LOL team? Never. I'm not playing League of Legends, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not playing Valorant. And neither should you. It's time to stop. I don't know why you don't have your webcam up. The webcam on the laptop is pretty bad, I think, from my memory. And the other webcam I'd have to balance on top of the laptop. It's just awkward. I'll try and set it up for next time. Let's see if I can do it tomorrow. Right? Play them because they're not on Steam. If they were on Steam, I'd be more tempted to play them because of how easy it is. But also, I don't really have an interest. I don't play Dota 2 anymore. So, it's just MOBAs in general. He is playing the worst game ever created. You'll hold the camera? You're going to sit there holding the camera? I think that Turnip Boy game is only about an hour and a half long, so... hour and a half of holding the cam. You be the camera woman. We lost money again. Reading chat on phone is difficult. I've forgotten how difficult it was to do this. You need to go back pretending you work today? Oh no, good luck, good luck. Have fun scrubbing the boat. Or whatever it is you have to do today. Truth torpedo? Oh my god. Do you know what I want to see? I want to see a Hoyful 1v1 between Swood and Andreas. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, let's get some better resistance. Those scouts are looking nasty. See you later. Good luck. Enjoy. Have fun. Does this pause the stream? I think it does, doesn't it? Makes you think your internet's gone out or your Twitch has crashed? Sorry. Just alt tab to see like something else on my screen, and then it's like, freeze. Milk the tank. Yeah, okay, I just looked at my phone then. It's really annoying. I've been relying on 2 monitors for so long. Like and like that last message, I have to lean forward. It's just not an ideal way of streaming, but we make do. Whip kill! Wait, there's an NG somewhere? Okay, we got him. At the front. At least I'm exercising, yeah. You have no idea how you're going to continue playing RE? What do you mean? What have you done? Hmm. Do that. With all the zombies, they're going to kill you. Okay, well, one thing you'll learn in Resident Evil is that you don't need to kill everything. Technically, in Resident Evil 1, I think there are like... There's actually 3 enemies you need to kill. No, 4, sorry. There's also one that you kind of have to kill, but legally you don't. You know? So, in hindsight, maybe you shouldn't have killed all those zombies to allow them to turn them into Crimson Heads. However, some appear anyway. Secondly, just frickin' run. Just get the hell out of there. Yeah, just conserve your ammo. Pick your battles. If there's an enemy you have to kill, kill it. But otherwise, you know, you definitely need to kill these guys. I mean, oh. See, I was looking, I was looking at chat. You can just run past, like, you just gotta get good at dodging, you know? See you later, Nano. Thanks for joining. Got like 90 handgun ammo? Okay. Yeah, it's like up to you what you decide to kill and everything. Just know that. Sometimes the best course of action is to just run past stuff. Like, so far, for example, in the game, you have to kill, like, the dog that has the key on its collar, and you have to kill the first Crimson Head in the coffin, you know? Those are enemies that you have to kill. Which was useful as a, like, a knife run. You can combine it with the no heal run if you know which fights to take, and you know. The only way to stop a zombie from turning into a Crimson Head is either destroying its head, so blow its head off before, when, you know, in the process of killing it, or set them on fire. So you can take it slow and just burn all the zombies that you see, but there is a finite amount of gas. You haven't even opened the cup. Oh, my bad. How the hell are you seeing Crimson Heads already then? What the hell? Okay, okay. My bad. You got this, I believe in you. And just know that the camera work and everything is... It just gets better with each game. Other than 0. 0 is the same as 1. It's just a harder game. Queuing for the game. Queuing for the game. They stole the Resident Evil. Resident Evil. Can't wait for Resident Evil 9. Bow, 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 bow. You have any issues with the camera so far? Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of people don't like the static camera, I guess is what I'm saying. There's only a couple of areas where you might flit back and forth between, like, camera angles because the control will change depending on what camera angle. But yeah, I don't think it's that bad. But over-the-shoulder camera is definitely a big improvement. You go with the sauce. Yeah, the only games that are like that are 1 and 0. After that, they're over-the-shoulder ones. And then 7 and 8 are first person. Yeah, once you start to know which way you want to go and you're like bombing through, then it's like the camera angle will be like bling, 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 bling. Oh, why is my stomach hurting? We just got Hamlet to go. It's not bad. We're slower than last week, that's for sure. Last week we did it in like 2 hours. We're at 2 hours 10. Most of that was like a lot of that was queuing for the first mission, which took ages for some reason. You got the Jill sandwich theme? You were almost a Jill sandwich. Yeah, it's classic. You slow today? Yeah. You're going slow. You hear the spiders? Yeah, the spiders. There's a few scenes with the spiders, which are... Ooh. Got the shotgun and she got crushed in the room and you accidentally skipped the cutscene. Oh, okay. Yeah. So what enemy do you think should be in horror movies or horror games rather, that are underdone? Because the classics are like zombies, ghosts, spiders, you know? We got a game. Capitalist man just follows you around and talks about how much money you're spending. No, please, no, don't talk to me about interest. I'm sorry. I'll stop buying things. Okay. The game gives me. Oh yes, what was that called again? Let me take a look. Alyssa? Yes. We will check that out when I'm back at my PC. We've got Scout, we've got NG, we've got a Sniper, 2 heavies. I can see this working. We have the medic for the shield, and Swagginator Prime has left the game. Oh boy. Where will not be at? You gave me money? What do you mean you gave me money? You made a transaction. There are some things I might pick up in the Steam sale. There's the Steins Gate visual novels. I might pick those up. Made by, like, I think it's the same people as do the escape room games. You can get the entire series for about $5. So maybe I'll get Nubby. Maybe. Feed me, mortal. Oh, so you owe me money. I'm gonna send the bailiffs round. Talking about money, I'm gonna be missing money. I'm running. I'm hit. I got it. Give me the promise. I didn't think I remember promising. But yes, I will look. I did see that it was like on sale a little bit. So. Oh, yeah, I saw that that was out now. That's on my wish list, I think. I'd like to play that. I played System Shock 1 remake. Okay. Oh, that guy's gone. He's going to ask if he can swap to medic. That's my guess. Did I not buy any upgrades? I would Hamlet Wave 1 upgradeless. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. I wanted to do the dancing one. Oh yeah, System Shock games are great. It's nice that they got remaster. Yeah, System Shock 2 is another game that I'm like, ooh, I'd want to do a playthrough of that. I know I did get a bit frustrated with the first remake due to how, like, of its time it was that, you know, you don't know where you're going? Well, gotta check through 50 documents and notes to take the hint. And how I'd get hit by one thing, lose all of my health. And I was like, okay, start again. I think it was more the fact that I would get like a bunch of ammo, a bunch of health, and then I'd be ready for an area. I'd go exploring, I'd get hit by one enemy, and then I'd lose all of my health. And then it's like you're constantly fighting to regroup. And it was a bit of a frustrating experience. I did enjoy the game, but yeah. Because they wanted to stay true to the original, so it kept all of the things that made the original irritating. Oh yeah, that was a really cool thing. Like back in the day, for like the late '90s, I remember playing the original Resident Evil, and you pick up an item, and you're like, I'm gonna look around, and then you find a little clasp that opens up, and then a secret compartment, stuff like that. It's really cool. Convince you the opposite? Yeah, I get your point. I think it's a reasonable price as well, so yeah. They're having a detached where I just felt really around, but teach me to check. Yeah, I mean that's the idea. Fundamentally, Resident Evil, they're puzzle games. There's lots of little puzzles. Sometimes the puzzles are pretty obvious. Sometimes it's like, huh. Like canonically, the mansion in one and the police station in two are built by the same company who build like puzzle places. That's why they have all of this stuff going on. But yeah, it's a cool thing. There are basically Metroidvanias. Like you go to an area, you collect some stuff, you find a key, Roger opens up a door from earlier, you go back, collect another item, it allows you to progress further in the other area, and you just keep doing that. Yeah, because you have to turn it around. Turn around items, check like every part of it. Sometimes the thing that you can actually interact with is fairly hidden. If they're going on tanks, I think we'll be alright. Yeah, I mean, it's like Dark Souls games are essentially Metroidvanias. This is the final mission. It is indeed, yes. It is indeed. We are on Hamlet. Pretty smooth sailing, I would say, considering we've got only 3 peeps. The map is a ton of help. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you've worked this out, you probably have. I can't remember if it tells you explicitly. That if a room is green, you found everything in the room. But if a room is red, it means that there's still an item to collect in there. It could just be a herb on the floor, or it could be, you know, some ammo in the corner, or it could be a key item that you need to progress. But it's a good way to be like, huh, I've not found everything in this room yet. Like, maybe I should explore it some more, kind of thing. Understood items in progress. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do kind of agree with Swood on the Hollow Knight point. I'm someone who had to have that charm all the time because I am geographically challenged and I have to check. Oh my god, what the hell is going on with my headset cable? It's like wrapped around my arm. Um, I need to check the maps every 5 seconds. You guys remember when I played Silent Hill 2, right? I checked the map nearly 1,000 times in the playthrough. Like, I always have to check, and the fact that in Hollow Knight it doesn't show you where you are on the map unless you have a specific charm, which takes up a slot, is kind of frustrating. It's not the worst thing in the world. And when it came to like doing boss fights and you have a run back, then you kind of know. And by when I was doing like the harder achievements of like Steel Soul mode and stuff like that, I got to know the map well enough. It was just during my first playthrough, I had to because I just didn't know what was going on. Can't wait to see on the map. No, so you have like a map. Think like a Resident Evil type map, I guess. But the actual position of the knight, you cannot see where you are. So if you enter a room from the right, obviously you know that you've entered from the right, but you don't know where you are. You kind of have to work it out. Some of the rooms, they're small, so it's like, oh, you came in from the right, go out the left, you know. Because some of the rooms are quite large, with multiple platforms, multiple exits, and you're just kind of, if you don't know the layout yourself, then it can be quite confusing. They're adding icons to maps. I mean, you can put stuff on the maps and whatnot. It's just, and there is a charm that you can wear. I think you have 4 slots for charms. You can just put the charm on and it will do it for you. But what Sweet is saying is that he didn't like the fact that you had to use a charm for that to be a thing. Checking the map every corner. Oh yeah, I mean that's what I do, and I do the same in every Resident Evil game and every Metroidvania which has like maps like that. I'm just checking like, do I turn? So I take the left. I'm like, okay, so I take a left and then a right and then I take the door straight ahead. I take a left. I'm like, wait a minute, do I go right now? Is it this right? But yeah, I do like the fact that you can check what items you've got, if like there's any missing items, which will be very helpful in the other games. Fully charged, eh? Still no release date for Silksong. Interesting how they keep saying it's coming out this year, but they're like, sometime this year, maybe. I nearly died to that guy. I could not hit him. Okay. I think he's complaining more about the fact that it takes up a slot in your charm, like belt. Like it uses up a slot and a notch, so, you know, you can't use other charms that could help you in, you know, battle or whatever. Rumors are it's getting announced at Gamescom. Dude, I don't listen to rumors. People will be like, rumors are Gamescom, and then Gamescom will come and nothing will happen, and it's like, huh, what's this feeling I have of disappointment? Holy shit. Okay, we lost money, I don't care anymore. Just focus on the tank. You're on the believer train. I mean, I'm just like, it's either going to come out or it's not. I just don't care anymore. I don't care about rumors or, like, leaks or any shit like that, because it's just pointless. When the game's out, the game's out. And then I can play it. Up until that point, I'm not going to believe any rumors, any leaks, any, oh, we think it's going to come out this year, guys. 2025, question mark? Like, okay, cool. When it's out, tell me. It's just very boring to constantly have people be like, rumors are it's this, like, people have been saying that for the past half a decade. I don't want to hear it anymore, you know? The copium is way too much. Keep hearing rumors I'm getting golden pan. Don't believe the rumors. Unless it's about me getting a golden pan, because it's true. Oh yeah, it's definitely their own fault. But they could have announced it a long time ago and then kept people up to date with things. Like the original game was a freaking Kickstarter that reached the money, and then they kept showing concept art, they kept releasing this and that. They could have done a lot of things. They just chose not to. For whatever reason, I don't know. Like, they announced a game, said it was going to be releasing next year. It didn't. Everyone was like, okay, COVID, fair enough. It didn't the next year. Okay, COVID, part two, kind of, I guess, fair enough. But then after that, just radio silence? no screenshots, no like not even a trailer, not even like a little gameplay showcase, not even some art showing some enemies, like nothing at all, nothing at all. Anytime, like the only releases from the dev team that we heard was not like progress reports, nothing. All we heard was, hey, we're not going to be at this show. Hey guys, we're not going to be at this show. Hey guys, we're not going to be at this show. I'm not asking for like a lot. I'm happy to just wait and play a game when it's ready, but when we're talking like 6, 7 years at this point, it's kind of like you could have shown us a little bit, you know? If this is the way you wanted to do things, maybe just announce it 6 months before it's ready to roll out or whatever. Because all it's led to is people saying it's going to be it's going to be at Gamescom, it's going to be at the Summer Game Awards, it's going to be at the Summer Games Fest, it's going to be at this Nintendo Direct, it's going to be here, it's going to be there, it's going to be everywhere, and every single time they either say nothing about it, Team Cherry says nothing, or they go, "Hey guys, we're not going to be at the show." Okay, great, thanks for the update. Nice to know you guys are still alive. Yeah, exactly. We got a 2 second clip. Was it even fresh footage? Or was it just a clip from the trailer that we already seen? And just said, release 2025. And everyone's like, oh, everyone just like busts their balls. I don't know. I remember when there were jokes happening that Silksong and Elden Ring were both games that didn't exist because they were announced and nothing was heard about them. In that time, Elden Ring had trailers, it then released, and then 2 years later, it got a DLC. That was massive. So, like, it's just kind of, I don't know. I know Valve is the same in that they don't like to talk about like their games and shit. But at the same time, they're just like, hey, this game's coming out now. Do you want to play it? Go buy it. Where's this 5? Where's the money, Lebowski? Got it. Like Half-Life Alex, they're like, hey, Half-Life Alex is coming out in like half a year. Great, cool. I love it. I understand. Tell when CeeJaey is looking at his phone. Yeah, exactly, right? This is what Sweet said earlier. I'm getting an ab workout because I have to lean forward to look at my phone. Yeah, I mean, again, like I'm not Oh shit, I'm not trying to be overcritical of how long the game takes as long as it takes, right? You would think it would be easier because it is a second iteration of a game, but the one of the reasonings that has been suggested, not even confirmed by the devs, but suggested is that they wanted to do more different worlds and have Hornet exploring different areas. So it's taken them like a while to do the bigger and different areas. Fair enough. Then just say that. Say, you know what, guys? We're going fucking hard. We're going to make stuffs bigger and better. Okay, cool. Good luck. See you when it's ready. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of gaming is PR these days, right? So, hang on. I'm going to try and do prediction. Am I lagging? Yeah, I'm playing on a poopy laptop. Poopy. Prediction. Go. Ugh. Yeah, and again, like I feel like you want people to buy your game, So yeah, Metroid Prime 4 I can somewhat I can oh, I thought you were trying to taunt with me. I wasn't ready. I'm sorry. Um Metroid Prime 4 I can kind of forgive because they announced it and then they were like, hey, we weren't happy with like 2 years worth of dev progress, so we scrapped it and gave it to Retro Studios. We gave it to a different dev and we're starting again from the beginning. That I can understand why it took a lot longer. Fair enough. It would have been nice to have seen more, but I can kind of understand that one. But yeah. Um, but yeah, I just think with gaming these days, like, you kind of want to have that marketing of just letting people know what's going on. Even if it's just like a quick, hello, like, this is what we're doing. Yeah. Do we have a dispenser somewhere? Don't think so. Yeah, I mean, we see that a lot with games. It is kind of like I get that it's like the devs don't owe you anything. Okay, sure, but when a game like Hollow Knight came out and it was completely funded by Kickstarter and fans, you know, and the success of the first game is down to those fans, you know, buying and supporting a game, and you have a sequel, and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna say anything about it. I remember a lot of people were disappointed with Mass Effect 2 and Dragon Age 2 because the original games were very RPG heavy, and the sequels moved towards more action RPG kind of vibes rather than like a pure traditional RPG. I still think Mass Effect 2 is one of the best games. Like, it's one of the best games of the previous decade, you know. But there is something to be said about it, kind of moving away from those RPG roots. Another 2 box for me. We got a Thompson, we got an Iron Curtain, poop and poop, double poop. Any Aussie today yet? No. But we got 2 more peeps finishing. We got Guri finishing, and we got Lugi. So we will see if they get any better luck than I. Guri with the 2. Frying pan, equalizer. And Lugi gets 2. Wow. You prefer the DL2 one? Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Like, some gamers prefer when a game changes. Like, I probably preferred Mass Effect 2 because, well, I don't know, they were both good. I just, you know, it just comes down to what you like, and you can be a fan of an original game and dislike a sequel because of changes, or like a sequel more because of changes, and it's just a different opinion. Um, an example would be, you know, the Yakuza series. They did make sort of 10, 12 games, and then decide to just to go to the turn-based one, right? I can understand why a lot of people are like, nope, I don't like this. I like this game because I like the fighting mechanics, the combat, you know, the gameplay. I like the game because of the story. Fighting, you know, it's part and parcel of it, but it's the story that I enjoy. So moving to turn-based, which I'm also kind of like, I like. It's a very fluid turn-based system, but I enjoyed it as well. But I can understand why some people don't. I can also understand why some people didn't like the series before it went turn-based. You know what I mean? Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, that can happen when people talk about the game, like a sequel coming out, and they're like, yeah, it's going to be different in this way. Anyway, what is the plan for the week, guys? Plan for the week. So tomorrow I'm going to try and stream Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Apparently it's a very short game. Should we take how long to beat? Turnip Boy robs a bank. Nope. It says it's about 2 hours. 2 hours in length. Couple of hours. So we're going to play that tomorrow. Tax evasion pog. Yeah! Gambling and tax evasion. What a week. What a week. You're waiting for Postman Pat to arrive? Oh yeah, with your stuff? With your cards? Oh yeah, I mean that's one way of communicating with communities through Discord, but also you gotta understand, like, sometimes people prefer different things. You gotta have a little bit more info. Sometimes I think it is a good idea to have a very personal touch and say, hey, I am like the community manager, I am the face of this game kind of thing. But also, I think sometimes it can be too personal and people associate like the personal stuff. You know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but sometimes you need like, yeah. Something that's not just very casual. Ooh. Anyway. What was I saying? So tax evasion tomorrow. A little short stream, couple of hours. Wednesday is my birthday. I won't be able to stream, unfortunately. I will be doing stuff with Jubats in the morning, and then seeing my family in the afternoon, and then in the evening, more Jubats time. Jota with the tier 3, my dude, thank you so much. What the hell? What is this? For beer and cheese? Aw. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. Had a wonderful time. There's been no repercussions from the seating situation, shall we say. That's all good. Happy birthday. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, that's on Wednesday. So on Thursday, I'm thinking of cooking some halloumi. Doing like a kind of like fried halloumi kind of thing. So do a little cooking stream on Thursday, and then that's probably it for the week, because potentially meeting with my sister on Friday and stuff like that. So yeah, next week probably do some more games. I mean, the other games I've got installed, I've got Amanda the Adventurer 2. I've got Kindergarten. So Amanda the Adventurer 2 was bought for me by Aham, and Kindergarten was bought for me by Methman. So Amanda the Adventurer 2 I think is slightly longer. Let me check the length. 4.5 hours. Yeah, it says 3 to 4 hours. So again, maybe next week we do. Oh shit, he's got the sombrero one? Damn. When is Nabi? We will see. We will see. I've got a few days to get stuff from the sale. Yeah, so maybe next week we do Amanda the event. Yeah, that's a tier 2. Tier 3 is the golden one. The gold face. That's the real flex of wealth. Go into other people's chat and be like, yeah, look at this. Look at this face. Isn't it weird? Yeah, so that's the plan for this week. A couple of streams tomorrow and Thursday. And then next week we'll probably do Amanda the Adventurer 2, maybe Kindergarten as well. Obviously some MvM. Hopefully a cooking stream. Got to think of some other things to cook on stream for you guys. But that's it. You're favored by the Gorilla King. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks for the subs today and everything. I appreciate you guys. Did I do the connections today? No, not yet. Not yet. Probably do that this afternoon. I will update you if and when. Alright guys, take care. Thanks for joining. I will catch you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Bye-bye.